bro, we're watching the games, bro. Like, we can see that you man are not, you're not doing that. We can see the way that you're being pussies in 50-50 duels. We can see the way that you're getting out muscled. We can see the way that you're getting outsmarted. So before you come and start telling fans, yeah, this, that, and the third, and you do your job first. You do your job, we'll do our job. Oi, 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 oi. Yo, what's going on, Pete's man? Yeah. It's looking real peak. It's looking real peak. It's looking real peak for Liverpool right now. That is 4 Premier League losses in a row for the Reds. Yeah, man. I'm seeing quite a lot. I'm seeing quite a lot of quite a lot of people speaking about Arne Slot, quite a lot of people speaking about the team, speaking about certain players. Obviously, we've been in this kind of poor form for quite some time. Yeah, I'll be real. Like, listen, even the most diehard Liverpool fan, you have to laugh at this point. You actually have to laugh, man. You've got to kind of look at it and just think, yeah, it's gotten to the point where it's so pathetic that you got people, and take me out because I'm not included in that, right? Because I'd been saying for time, but you got people now saying I don't even want to watch the games, and I don't blame you. I actually don't blame you for saying I don't want to watch the games, because I didn't even watch the game yesterday. I just watched the highlights. I told you I'm not watching Liverpool for another 2-3 games. I'll watch highlights, Sky Sports. They're quick, like 2-3 minutes. You know what I mean? And then I'll get my analysis or whatever from some of the guys, whether it's Ends, Jerry, whoever. Sometimes I look on social media just to kind of gauge it and see, right? So yeah, I'm not choosing to watch Liverpool. I don't understand. I don't see the need in going to do something like that when it's always the same kind of thing. Obviously, once that changes, then great, I'll be back, and I can feel like I'm actually proud to actually watch the team. I'm not proud of watching the team. You know what I'm saying? And as a supporter of a football club, I can say that. And I think more people should be more open with that. Do you know what I mean? Everyone thinks, yeah, you're a supporter through the good times, through the bad times. Guys, we're not Torquay United. Let's get that out. We're not Torquay United. We're not freaking, I don't even know, like Lincoln. Do you know what I mean? Like, people always make it seem like we're this, so, like we're the local team. Do you know what I mean? So it shouldn't matter in those kind of in that context. Of course, you know what I mean. And I'm not saying don't support the team, by the way, because I still do. But it's not like you're one of those teams where it's like, yeah, we're still gonna go to every single game. We're still gonna watch every single game because the lads, the club need, like, it's a bit deeper down there than it is at Liverpool. I'll be real. It's so much more deeper. Like, with them over there, yeah, they need the support because otherwise they can't run as a football club anyway. So people just see it as, yeah, you know what, I'm almost helping the community in some way, shape, or form. Liverpool don't need any of that. They got millions of people who can't get tickets for games. I'm pretty sure Liverpool could lose the next 20 matches and there will still be a crazy list of people who are trying to watch the game. So yeah, I'm not feeling sorry for Liverpool in that kind of sense. So when people are now starting to say what I had said time ago about, I'm not watching these games. I don't need to watch Liverpool. That doesn't make sense. You know what I mean? Why am I gonna? I actually like football. Why am I gonna watch something that I don't like? It doesn't make sense. I don't like watching Liverpool. I think Liverpool are stale. I think they're boring. Don't really like none of the players like that. The manager is absolutely dog shit at this current moment in time. Yeah, it's all long. So yeah, that's that side. But yeah, in general, when I'm looking at it, and like I said, I didn't watch the game. I just watched the highlights. So I guess anybody in the comment section can kind of fill me in certain bits or whatever. But yeah, I mean, just looking at it, it's bro. A part of me is I'm like, I don't know what you expected, because we've been playing this similar way for a year now. This is not that much different. There's a little bit of a difference, I won't lie, purely because you've got new players in Florian Wirtz, Frimpong, Kirkes, and Alexander Isak, Ekatike. So it looks different. It's so similar to what we were doing last season. It's so similar. The only difference that I see when I watch Liverpool these days is the sheer fact that teams are not nowhere near as bad as they was last season. So those opportunities that certain teams were getting last season, those key moments in games that people were getting, yeah, they weren't scoring those. They weren't putting those chances away. They weren't able to capitalize on certain situations. Whether I'm not even talking about the moments where people had shots on goals. I'm talking about the moments where people didn't even have a shot on goal, where they should have played that pass, or they should have put that ball in the box. If they did, Liverpool, they weren't doing that last season. They weren't. This season, they're doing so. So Liverpool obviously are getting punished for those kind of moments. Do you get what I mean? So yeah, like when I'm listening to I'm just like, bro, like, what do you expect? Like at this point, what are you expecting that's supposed to be different? It's the same as we watched last season. The difference is now Arsenal seem to be a lot better, defensively solid. Manchester City look like they're trying to go on a little run and stuff like that. Like Manchester United have now won 3 games, you know what I mean, in a row. Like it's all mad. Like it's not the same. And I always said last season, once the quality, and the quality doesn't even need to go up by, like, Arsenal are not 10 times better than they were last season. They're a little bit better, but I would even just put that down more to just the fact that you've got a bit more of a depth within the squad. But listen, taking nothing away from them, they're not light years ahead. They're just a little bit better, and we've just gotten worse. Do you know what I mean? So now we've been completely taken over. Sunderland, who would have thought a promoted like the promoted teams last season weren't that good? Look at the promoted teams this season. Do you know what I'm saying? Like they all look a bit decent. As soon as the quality went up, Liverpool, it's like Liverpool just, you could even say Liverpool even stood still. Even if you don't want to say worse, Liverpool almost just stood still. But it's like, yeah, remember, you standing still. We're not Manchester City. Do you know what I mean? We're not Pep Guardiola prime, where it doesn't even matter how good everybody else is, even if they get better, because we're still light years ahead of everybody else. Do you know what I mean? So even if we stand still or drop a little bit, no one's gonna catch up like that. Do you get what I'm saying? Like maybe in the odd 1 or 2 moments where Liverpool obviously came a point behind, but other than that, yeah, they were always far better than, than everybody else. So yeah, that's why I'm not like, that's why I always tell people, just relax, man, just chill. You know what I mean, don't waste your weekends, man. When you're watching this garbage, but football is a humbler. Football is a humbler, people. I'm telling you right now, man. It can really put you back in your place. You could really be sitting there on your weekends when we should all be just enjoying, the weekends, and some of us obviously the half term over here in the UK and stuff like that. We should just be enjoying, man. We should just be enjoying. Like, don't let these 11 guys on a football pitch ruin your weekend. Like, I'm promising you, you don't want to do that, because once you start putting yourself in those kind of realms and stuff like that. And I get it. Everyone wants to be the number one supporter. Everybody wants to be known as, I'm the guy who goes to all the games, and bro, no one gives a shit about that. And I promise you, no one cares. Nobody cares, man. So once we start getting over that fact, you'll start to see that this team, and with what Arne Slot is doing or trying to do, at this point, I don't really know, but whatever it is that he's doing, bro, it's just not working. It's just not working, man. You've got Isak, you've got Salah, you've got Gakpo, you've got Ekatike, you've got Szoboszlai, Gravenberg, Van Dijk, and the list goes on. You've got all of these players, and you are playing some of the worst football in the Premier League. And that is my opinion. Obviously, I'm not going to say it's factual because it's not factual, but in my opinion, it's some of the worst football that we are seeing, bro. And the thing is, and again, I didn't see the game, but even when I'm looking at it on the other games that I've watched, even Liverpool from a year ago, when I'm watching Liverpool against other teams, I always say this, yeah, I don't really care about, like, obviously everyone knows that I'm a Barcelona guy, so I like my style of football played in that kind of way. I like similar football that is like that, right? But I understand there's more than one way to skin a cat. We're not even playing, like, when we're getting beat these days as well, we're not even playing against teams who are playing like prime Barcelona, where you're like, bro, come on, man, like, you know what I mean? It's going to be difficult. But come on, set pieces. And what makes it then worse is that this brother, the manager, has spent like the whole week talking about, yeah, the stats, and we face more long balls than this team, and or well, not than this team, but we faced so many long balls this season, and teams are now playing a different style against us. And I'm just like, brother, I beg you, shut up, because it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You are the manager. You stood there on your high horse when you won the Premier League last season. We gave you the props because you deserved it. As much as I didn't rate the league last season, you won the Premier League. Someone's got to do it. You did it. You get the props for that. No problem whatsoever. Now we've then come into a new season. You've now got your own team. It's now time for you to put your imprint on the team, on the squad, on the club, on everything. What are we watching right now? This is why people are mad. What are we actually watching? That's why people are sitting here getting vexed. That's why people are sitting here saying, bro, I'm tired of this. I don't want to watch the games. This football. I'm like, bro, first of all, the football's been like this. So I'm not even I don't care about all of that kind of stuff. Do you know what I mean? Because it's been like this anyway. It's not going to change. He's just the way he is. But now people don't even want to watch the games. That's the sad side. You know what I'm saying? Me, I'm me. Do you know what I mean? I'm Megatron, as everyone likes to call me. So regardless, I'm not just gonna, because I have my own thing in my head where I'm like, nah, like if I'm not enjoying it and if I'm not seeing something to at least make me want to actually go out there and waste my Saturdays or Sundays or even Mondays or even during the week when we've got Champions League games, if I don't, if if I'm not seeing something, why am I gonna do that? Bro, I'm grown. I'm grown. I ain't got time for that, like in my life at this present moment in time. Do you get what I'm saying? I'm not young anymore where I can just, yeah, Saturdays, Sundays, football's on. Yeah, I've got other stuff to do now. Just like many of you who are going to be watching this, you've got many more things that we could be doing with our time. Stop wasting your time, bro. I'm telling you, I'm just tired of Liverpool. I told you, don't really always like, engaging in too much of the conversation when we're having these like shows and stuff like that. Because I'm just like, I'll go off on a rant and I'll probably say something that's gonna get me cancelled in some way, shape, or form. But the reality is, it's because I don't know if it's delusion, or I don't know if it's just like, I don't know, fantasy. I don't know, but it's like we think one thing in our brains, like, yeah, this team should be did it, and the reality is, it should be. You've got all of these players, we should be playing a lot better, but we're not. And I'm just like, I don't really get it. Like the profiles that you're signing, like, did they make sense? And then regards to the ones that you then let go, did that, like, obviously hindsight is a wonderful thing, right? So he was never gonna have known that this was not gonna work. So I'll give him that. But when I'm looking at it, I'm now like, yeah, during the summer, I had my concerns about buying some of these players. Listen, great players on a football pitch, of course they are. But so was Figo, so was Ronaldo, so was David Beckham, so was Zinedine Zidane, so was Roberto Carlos. See that team over there? Yeah, that wasn't really popping like that. I promise you, it wasn't popping like that. Popping on paper. On paper, you had bare Ballon d'Or winners. Michael Owen coming into the fold. Yeah, yeah, bare Ballon d'Or winners, but weren't really that good of a team. I'll be honest with you. Just a team that you just kind of said, yeah, let's just go out there and do your thing and blah blah blah. That's why I'm not doing the tactics, and there's no need. We don't need to do tactics anymore, guys. Like, we don't need to do tactics. We don't need to talk about what we should do. We don't need to talk about who should. We don't need to do any of that. We don't need to do any of that. Whether you're slot in, whether you're slot out, that's not where I feel our head should even be at this current moment in time. Where we need to be at is literally just looking at it quite plainly and quite simple. The team is shit. The manager is shit at this current moment in time, of course, context. At this moment in time, they are shit. It is what it is. Stop wasting your time, because all we're doing is just getting mad. All we're doing is coming on the timeline saying this guy's shit. Why is he playing? He should be dropped. Da, 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 da. Bro, forget all of that. Forget it. It's pointless. It's pointless. I feel sorry for some of the guys who do the streams. I feel sorry for Ends. Big up Ends, my bro ski. My bro. I feel sorry for him sometimes. He's doing the streams and he's like, and Ends is a coach. Enz is a coach. Do you know what I mean? And listen, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh yeah, Enz is better than Arne Slot, because I'm not saying that. I mean, he probably is, but I'm not even trying to say that, because that would be disingenuous to people who actually go out there and are professional top level managers and blah blah blah, right? So I'm not trying to do any of that. But he's a coach, so he's putting his passion here for you guys in the comment section. You guys who are subscribed to my channel and his channel, he's putting his passion out there for people to see. He's talking us through the tactics. I say it all the time. When me and Ends do the patterns of play show, I say it all the time. I'm like, bro, sometimes I just sit there and listen. I've never been a coach before. I've never been. So I just want to listen. He is a coach. Do you get what I'm saying? And he's one of my boys. So I'm gonna listen because he knows what he's actually talking about. Do you get what I'm saying? But he's doing all of that, and I'm thinking, then we come out on a Saturday, Sunday, and then the team plays as shit as they have been. Again, I didn't see the game, but in other games, I'm like, you're playing this shit. But yet we're sitting here talking tactics, and we're sitting here saying, yeah, we should do this and we should do that. But then we're going out doing that. Now, of course, the manager isn't fully blamed, isn't the only one to blame. The players, Salah, bro, you've made me look bad. You've really, really made me look bad so far. I mean, fantastic goal I saw yesterday. But from the general consensus is that he played shit. That's not surprising. Ekatike, barely in the game, not surprising. It's really not surprising. These moments of magic are not always going to come to fruition. Now they're not happening as much. We're now actually seeing, can we play football now? Let's go out and play football. Whatever style, whatever tactic, whatever your thing is, whatever that is, yeah, at this point it doesn't even matter. Even if you're just going to be a long ball team or whatever you're trying to do, it is not working, bro. in or out of possession. Big up to my football manager guys. It doesn't matter. Liverpool are the same. They are the same. I saw everybody getting gassed after the Frankfurt game. Oh, yeah, we should do this and do this. But we're playing Frankfurt. They are dead food, bro. That's not a game that you judge anything by. That's just a game. That is literally just the definition of just a football match. That's all that was. It's nothing to look into. It's nothing to get excited about or anything like that. Just it's a game. We won. We move, and that's it. Don't take anything from it. You don't need to look at anything different. If obviously Liverpool played like an under 18s team, then maybe yeah, you can see under 18s against men's team. Then you can take some context. But we didn't do that. We were playing quite a lot of the actual first team in itself with Salah and co coming off the bench. So forget all of that. You just knew we was gonna go. We were gonna play in the exact same way once we got to the Premier League. Our Achilles heel, as I mentioned before in this video, he's spoken about it for the last 2 weeks anyway. Do you get what I mean? He's been moaning about it, and I always say that's a sign that a manager is starting to wobble. I definitely from my experience of seeing managers throughout the last 25 years or whatever it is, that is the sign of a manager who's starting to wobble. You know, a manager who's constantly coming out talking about tactics, talking about other teams' tactics, talking about what's not working against, or well, sorry, what works against his team and stuff. Yeah, that's you're on shaky grounds at this current moment in time. But like I said, guys, stop wasting your time, man. Football is a humbler. Last season, he could do no wrong, and the team was winning games, still playing dead, in my opinion, but the team was winning games and this, that, and the third. Now, this season, you've asked man to play football with your own team and you can't do it. Now you've got in, well, I say your own players. At this point, I don't even know if you wanted these players, but either way, you've got in new players and we've now asked you to play. You can't do that. So, like I said, guys, stop wasting time, man. Stop, honestly, stop. Guys, take a break. Take a break for a little while. Take a break, come back against Manchester City. Let's see. Let's just see what happens there. You never know. Liverpool probably turn up in that game. I mean, I don't know, but knowing Liverpool, it wouldn't surprise me if they turned up in that game and defensively we're just solid and we don't move. And bro, it wouldn't surprise me because guess what? People are then going to be like, yeah, you know what? Yeah, this is my guy. Yeah, forget all of that. Forget all of that. That's why I'm not even trying to sit here and say a slot in or out or anything like that. Like I don't like the reality is you guys already know the managers that I do like. I don't need to keep expressing that because yeah, whatever. But the reality is, we've got him now. I'm just sitting there saying, bro, just chill, watch match of the day, check the goals out. We move on. Simple. The guys who go to the games, big up for you. Do you get what I'm saying? Like great support, whatever. That's up to you. Let anyone choose whatever it is that you want to do. No one's saying that you should do anything else. Like just continue doing whatever it is. But for those who are constantly moaning and this, that, and the other, forget, just chill, man. Just chill. Don't waste your time. This team ain't gonna change anytime soon. It's gonna take a minute before we even see if he does, if he is able, should I say. I mean, I saw a report, you know what I mean, this morning talking about how Jurgen Klopp might come back. I ain't trying to see that either. I don't want to see Klopp. I don't want to see him. I want to see his style of play. I don't want to see Slot and I don't want to see his style of play. Like it just needs to stop all of that. I'd rather just chill on my weekends. I'll sit there and watch anime and I am good. I'm super duper good. And I think more people need to start adopting that because then I think it will just be a bit of a happier place. We win, great. We lose, it is what it is. You know what I mean? Nobody likes losing, but I'm not going to lose my head on, I'm not going to lose my head about it, you know, kind of thing. So yeah, man, that's just really my 18 minutes worth of sense in regards to Liverpool at this current moment in time. But it's very concerning, man. It is very very concerning for Liverpool. It's very concerning for the manager, the players. I mean, some of them are not. I mean, Van Dijk comes out after the game. I mean, you're the captain, and I've spoken about Van Dijk and leadership before plenty of times, man, because he's just not the guy I look at anyway. But in regards to just him, he's coming out after the game and saying, yeah, the people who were with us last season celebrating should be with us this season. Be with us this season. Why don't you start performing a bit more like you did last season? And again, remember, guys, I already said it wasn't even that good, but it was better than this at least. Do you know what I mean? At the bare minimum, it was better than this. And you're coming out telling us, yeah, but we should be doing this. And, as fans, broski, you just lost 4 in a row in the Premier League. You need to keep your mouth quiet and you need to get back onto the football training pitch and you need to start performing. Don't be telling fans what they should and shouldn't be doing. Telling us what to do. Bro, who the hell do you think you are? Like, what do you think this is, bro? Like, that is so that is so I don't know what the word is. Like, that's ridiculous. No, I don't know. I can't find the word. I can't find the word. But in my mind, I'm just like, you're telling us that we should do this, but you're not doing your end. How can so you expect the fans, though, especially the ones who travel from Liverpool to Brentford, we're right here in West London. So you expect them to just be sitting there singing. Like I said, we're not talking, you know. It's supposed to be Liverpool. Have respect for yourself first and foremost. Put Instead of you conceding a penalty like a twat, how about you go out there and actually perform better? Why don't you try and lead the team a little bit better? Because once you start doing stuff like that, then we won't mind when you if you lose a game or you draw a game or you don't pick up the points in a game or you get knocked out, whatever. No one's gonna get mad at you. You're gonna be mad at the result, but you're not gonna be mad at the players. Guys, they put everything on the line. They put everything on the line. It just wasn't good enough today. It's that simple. It is what it is. Cool, we can move, kind of thing. You're not doing that. You're not doing that. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, you can come out and do the, yeah, it's football players. Bro, we're watching the games, bro. Like, we can see that you man are not, you're not doing that. We can see the way that you're being pussies in 50-50 duels. We can see the way that you're getting out muscled. We can see the way that you're getting outsmarted. So before you come and start telling fans, yeah, this, that, and the third, and you do your job first. You do your job, we'll do our job. It's really that simple. Don't, I hate when players try to do the, yeah, like, even when I see it at lower, at like, teams down the bottom, I'm like, remember, you're playing shit. Do you know what I mean? Like, you are playing shit. Fans will keep continuing to come. That's our agreement. I come to the games and I support. The second you show us that you're not playing well, you're not trying for the badge, that's when we will get angry. That's when people get frustrated. That's when people go on timelines and start spewing this, that, and the third because you're not doing living up to your end of the bargain. So yeah, all of that stuff. Yeah, when like I said, I get very frustrated when players start to do all of that kind of stuff. I'm like, yeah, the audacity. That's probably what I was looking for. The audacity for you to come out and yeah, fans, bro, shut up, man. Just go and play your game. You know what I'm saying? Man, getting paid all this money and you're moving like this. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, no one's concerning with no one's vexed with the fact that we've lost games. Sometimes you just deserve to lose. That's absolutely fine. What people are starting to get concerned with more so in the last few weeks is that it doesn't look like. And again, you might sit there and say, yeah, I'm super tired after games. All right, great. What we're watching, it doesn't even look like you man are trying like that. It doesn't even look like you guys even know what to do. You're constantly there moaning like there's no man's business to the player who's playing on your left hand side, instead of just playing the game, instead of just actually doing what it is that you need to do. So of course people are going to be vexed. And guess what? If it wasn't for the fans, brother, you wouldn't be on the P's that you're on. You would have been in fucking Saudi, rude boy. Do you know what I'm saying? So keep quiet, get back in the drawing board, and do your job. And this is not just for Virgil van Dijk. He's just the captain. Unfortunately, you got to bear most of the brunt. But the reality is, this goes for players like Salah as well. This goes for players like who else can I say in the team? Connor Bradley, who I think is absolutely rubbish. This goes for Kirkes. Stop looking like a freaking crackhead. This goes for Konate at times. This goes for whoever. The midfield in general, which I think is rubbish anyway. This goes for all of you. Curtis Jones coming out. Yeah, I'm a scouser. This means like what? I don't care about none of that stuff. I don't care about none of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, you need to just go and do your job, my boy. That's all you need to do. Just do your job, and fans will ride with you. Pause for however long they need to. Right now, you're not doing that. You know what I'm saying? You're not doing that. So, yeah, man. Like I said, see, even just now, I'm even getting vexed, even just talking about Liverpool. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, it's just annoying. Just annoying. And just before anybody gets mad or anybody says, "Yo, listen, I'm not attacking the person. I'm not attacking the human being that is Virgil or Curtis Jones or Mo Salah or this guy. I'm not attacking the human. I'm attacking the football player. As humans, I don't know that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no feeling towards them anyway. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's not that, but it's in the football terms. I'm like, you play for my club. Understand? It's not your club, it's my club. You know what I'm saying? You play for my club, rude boy. So if you're gonna play for my club, I need to see you. I need to see you put in the effort in. Manager, if you're gonna manage my football club, I'm gonna need to see you do something. I'm gonna need to see you put in the efforts on the training ground. I'm gonna need to see you doing something. I'm gonna need you, even if it might go against whatever your own principles are. You need to show fans that, guys, we are trying here. At the moment, we cannot see that. As fans, we can't see that. Hence why we are so angry. So sort that out first, and then we can start having conversations about, yeah, support us and this, that, and the other. Do your fucking job, and then we can all move on. It's really that simple. But I'm gonna end it there, peeps. Been talking for a whole 25 minutes, longer than I actually expected. But listen, it is what it is. Make sure you smash a like, make sure you share, make sure you subscribe. Let me know your thoughts, man. I want to hear everyone's thoughts. I really, really do, man. Like, I'm gonna reply to as well all of them. I'm gonna reply to every single comment. I really want to know, how are you guys feeling at this current momentum? I know it's Sunday. This is supposed to be God's day. It's supposed to be just chilling, chill vibes and that. But listen, unfortunately, this is what football obviously does. You know what I mean, to us. So yeah, let me know your thoughts, of course, in the comment section, people. I'll catch you soon, man. I'll catch you soon.